Hey, it's Garrick and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, I make videos that modify my Tesla Model Y, reviewing Tesla, tech, and of course, cell phone accessories. In this video today, we're going to be going over the SSD setup for the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max again. And the reason why we're going over it again today is not about the SSD, but more regards to the connectivity from the SSD directly to the iPhone 15 Pro or Pro Max. In my past videos, I actually present two different types of setups. The first setup is going to be the USB-C cable, and the next setup is the USB-C 180-degree adapter. If you haven't seen my video on the Samsung T7 setup on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, you can actually check out that video right up here. Before we begin, let me go over the setup real quick. I have a Samsung T7. I also have a magnetic ring that's actually mounted onto the back of the SSD. And the case that I'm using on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is the MagBak Case. Now, this MagBak Case has super strong magnets where when you take the SSD, you mount it on, it's on. Okay, so this is actually a really great setup. If you're interested in getting the similar setup, I highly suggest getting the MagBak Case due to the magnetic strength and also the quality of the case as well. I'll also have all the links to the discount codes in the description below if you're interested in getting any of these accessories. Let's talk about this real quick. This is the 180-degree setup. It comes in two pieces. So you have a USB-C to USB-C adapter, and then you also have the 180-degree USB-C adapter. If you listen to this, if you can hear this, it clicks in. That's how USB-C is supposed to connect directly into another USB port. It's supposed to hear a click. Now, if I was to plug in the SSD, hear that click. When you hear that click, it's very secure. Now, when you plug it into the iPhone, there is no click. Now, let's go over the pros and cons of this particular setup. Let's start with the pros first. Pro is if you have it mounted on a tripod or stand, you're doing a little quick vlog video, that works perfectly fine. If you wanted to attach it to a gimbal, and you can check out that video right up here, this will work fine as well. And another pro is there's no wires hanging out, as you can see here. Let's talk about the cons. The cons is that every little movement, this will actually come out of the case. And because of that, if you're in the middle of recording and you were walking around and you stepped on a rock or you bumped into something, and what happens is if this shifts and moves, it's no longer attached and your recording gets screwed up. So that's one of the biggest faults here when it comes down to it. And also is it's two pieces. I like to have it one piece, where one piece, it's actually less, chances of losing audio, losing footage, or not recording properly, wherever the case may be. Now, the other setup is using this particular cable. Now, if you hear it real quick, it clicks directly into the USB-C, and then you can plug it directly into the phone. Hit a little click. Now, with this particular setup, with this particular case, you notice here the SSD is mounted properly. Okay, it's not popping off like some other setups. It's due to the case and due to the magnets. Now, let's go over the pros and cons with this. Let's start with the pros first. Pros is one piece. Two, there's a nice loop. So when you're recording, it stays onto your phone. I actually recently just went to Hawaii and I recorded the whole family trip using ProRes with this setup. And the great thing about it is this. I'm not have to worry about falling out, okay? Super strong magnets, it works really well. Throw it into the pocket, and when I need to take it out, I can either plug it in or take it as is and start recording. So this setup works out really well. And I guess the biggest con to this setup is that there is something that sticks out. But I take the pro over the con when it comes down to this particular setup. Now, when it comes down to this particular setup, which setup is better? I guess it's going to be the use case at the end of the day. I will continue to use both. If I'm using a gimbal or if I'm vlogging directly on my iPhone, I will definitely use this particular setup. Now, if I'm going on family vacation, taking on family videos, I'm definitely going to take this particular setup with me. So there's pros and cons to both. It comes down to your use case and it comes down to what you like. I also like to hear what you think. Do you like this setup better or do you like this setup better? And if there's anything that you're doing differently, please leave a comment below. Love to see what you're all doing out there. And as a reminder, I will have all the links and all the discount codes in the description below. If you're looking to do something similar to this, any support to the channel would be great. And I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave that comment below. If you are a subscriber to my channel, thank you for the support. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss out on great future hacks on your iPhone. All right, everybody. I'll catch you later.